rock and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm rocking the free world. Augusta, Georgia. This is Georgia's answer to Tijuana, right here. Washington Street Road, whatever they call it. Just gotta be kicking it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't send out my notices anymore, nobody knows I'm talking. Conspiracy. Let's rock and shit. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Have to turn on the AC, man. Where all these fucking buttons are in this goddamn thing. Yeah, let's rock and shit. One thing I don't like about this, man, you cannot take your eye off the road for a half a second on this thing. You will be in a head-on or in the ditch. You can't be fucking around on this like the other ones. I gotta be keeping it real. You know what I mean? I gotta hit that gas. Come on over, 18-wheeler. Come on over. Let's rock and shit. Let's rock it. Yeah, man. Nice day today. Gorgeous day. How much is it? 83 right now. 83, just rocking it. Yeah, man. Let's just rock and shit. Had a great day today, just fucking around from the time I got up till now. Got some good books. Just kicking it. I'm gonna try my new camera tonight, I think. I got a new Insta360 Ace 2. Got my batteries charged up, ready to rock. Got a nice SD card, extra batteries. Getting pissed off at GoPro. Pissing me the hell off. Not treating me with respect. I said, hey GoPro, you fucking around with me. I was a good customer. And I don't think they're that bad, but they're just so shitty. Taking stuff out of your account, not supposed to. Just piss me off. You know, when you leave here at night, it's always the most beautiful clouds. Just hit down the road and rock. Yeah, fuck yeah. Got some good books today. Can't wait to get this tooth pulled out. Man, this fucker hurts. Wakes me up. Can't believe that I'm having this done at this age. Well, at least I got 68 years or so out of it, or however long it takes your molar in, maybe 65. When do your molars come in your mouth as a baby? Whatever it is, take that off my total age, that's how long I had it. Can't complain. Chewed a lot of food. Gotta give it credit where credit is due. So I say thank you, molar. Thank you for being there. The dentist was telling me that skulls and jaws are getting smaller. I've noticed a big difference like in the last 110 years. Yeah, I said, well, I wish mine didn't get smaller. I said, what's up? Now, one downside of here, coming home this time, you're right into the sun the whole damn way. Like, I really don't like air conditioning, but you gotta use it. Like now, 83. You'll be burned alive in your own car. Coming right through the windshield. Well, let's exit over. Fuck that. I-20. There's a real racetrack here. Had a good time at the mineral show. Partied hard. Made a good contact. You guys hear me on this damn thing? Had some great food today. Great bagels. Great tacos. Great gyro. Now I'm going to go home and kick it. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Next 2 days a little cold in the night. I can handle it. I wish they're going to have to come up with like mass transportation, better mass transportation like in Europe, Asia. I mean, there's no way around like running out of this oil. You can't make energy from nothing. You can't fuel all these things from the sun and wind and water. I say in the next 100 years, you're not going to have people with personal cars like this. Everybody just driving their own personal gas guzzler. Just running out, too many people. Gonna feed the deer food up when I get home. Bird food. Feed the vultures a little more. You know, I read up chickens. I didn't know too much about them. As it turns out, it's an expensive pet to keep. You keep it as a pet. There's no way you're going to make enough money selling eggs. You look at the food and the house, and if you gotta heat it when it gets cold, and a bunch of other shit. I think they're cool though. I thought chickens were like just not that smart like turkeys. But as it turns out, I guess they are half-assed intelligent. I hope the chicken I had, he died a death as good as possible. You know, he got out of his cat basket and moved over in the corner and was dead. So, you know, when you start death, anything that dies, you do weird things. You know, your brain's not working right. Like people that freeze to death, your brain will trick your body will trick your brain into thinking you're hot. That's why they find people that have frozen to death nude. Before they die, they think they're just too hot. They take their clothes off. And with that chicken, I'm sure his body was telling his brain something, made him want to move. But the weird thing is, the first day I had him, he ate and drank. I thought, wow, this is great. Wow, it wasn't great. I was hoping he was just sore. Hey, how you doing there, Callie? Oh, really? Yeah, as it turns out, it's not that uncommon. I love my dentist. She's German, but was raised in France. Cute blonde, super smart. We always talk about chemistry, and it's not uncommon. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm glad I'm getting the damn thing taken out. You know, for the last, like, I can't tell you, it's been a while though. Like when I floss back there, and when I use my water pick, uh, it just doesn't feel like it's ever, something felt wrong with it. Now that tooth has a chip too, which is kind of a moot point now. But I'm glad I'm getting it taken out. I mean, this son of a bitch hurts. I'm not shitting it. Like it hurts my eye and my face. Like you get this wave of pain. It's so weird. And then you like turn your head a certain way and it goes away. But it wakes me up all damn night long. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, great day today. I woke up. I think I'm going to try my new camera out tonight. It's a lot more expensive than a GoPro too. I think the camera was 400 with the 440 with the battery. Bought 2 extra batteries, so up around 520. 500 gig, 30 fast SD card, $50. So I'm around, $575. And then I ordered another charger. So I'm about $600. Where you can get GoPros all day long for around $325. The reason I got this, first of all, I had a gift certificate, and secondly, they're known for their low light. And I'm a real I like dusk, dimly lit stuff. So, and you can use an external battery power on this one. I'm hoping, the stars will get brighter this summer, and I'm hoping to get like all night long star movement rather than just those, minute ones. For every 2 hours and 20 minutes on a time-lapse GoPro, I'm lucky to get 7 seconds of video. So, I'm changing the batteries 3 times for 21 seconds of video. That's why I've got 3 cameras. But 2 of them don't have the star tracker, just one does. It's a pain in the ass. So I like the stars, the sun, everything. So I'm just kicking it. I was talking to a nice guy in that Turkish restaurant I just left. He went to Georgia Southern, got a degree in teaching. He's working at a university now, financial aid. He said that shit has already dried up since Trump started swinging the axe. He said they're coming up with different deals. Oh, my walking photos? Oh, yeah, it's fun. They're going to be better, too. Because, as I said, this has better low-light capabilities. I'll be able to render more accurate colors. Now, in those walking videos, or photos, that color isn't there. As I explained in one of them, that's just the white balance and the chip. They're not designed for what I do with them. I mean, it's super dark when I'm walking. Now, it's fantastic looking. Everything looks just like that, minus the color. It's not there, but it's like, I tell people, it looks like I'm in a planetarium when I walk. But that kind of stuff's about ready to get a lot better with this camera. And I've got 2 really good Sony cameras too. I bought them brand new. I've never really used them that much. And I got a good Nikon camera, and I never really did astrophotography with it. I just, I'm always doing something else. But I'm going to do more of that this summer. Because I don't want to have to babysit those cameras. If it rains, which you never know in the summer around here. Or the GoPros, I don't care. But it is beautiful at night around here. I love it. No noise. All I hear is like spring peepers and like uh, coyotes, once in a blue moon a car, sometimes an airplane, but not much. The airplanes, when they're taking off to the east and they're going to Europe, or they're heading down to Brazil or South America or one of those places, they're heavy and they're climbing. You know, they're full of passengers, fuel, baggage. So they're usually at about 25,000 feet climbing, which is why you hear them. They got a lot of power and they're not at cruise altitude yet. But the wind's got to be just right. If there's no wind, you can't hear them. But if the wind's coming from like different directions, you can hear them sometimes. It's kind of loud. I look them up on my app, see what airlines, where they're going, that kind of thing. And I'm curious how the shooting stars will look on this camera. So I do, there's a lot of those on my videos if you ever look at them. A lot of shooting stars. Almost every night video I do, you'll see some. Cover the whole sky in like 2 seconds. Cool. Just makes you want to party. Really enjoy it. I think you'd really enjoy it. I'm going to make some cool things out of this petrified wood. I thought that was a cop. Hey, do you guys use that Waze where it shows where the cops are sitting? Do you guys ever use that when you're driving? I mean, on a busy road like this with a lot of cars, I don't see how you'd ever get a ticket if you use that. I hadn't used it in a long time, but I've been using it lately. It's kind of fun. And it's just crazy since the last time I used it, which is like maybe 5-6 years ago, how many more people are registered to it, because it shows you like where other Waze users are. It's like they're all over all the time. So, you know, if a cop just set up and nobody saw him yet, you'd still get a ticket. But boy, it doesn't happen much, I don't think. In the daytime, I don't see how they could ever do it unless you were just that unlucky. He came from nowhere, hung that thing out his window or whatever he did, and he's got you. Yeah, it's cool. It shows you potholes, you know, cars pulled over on the side, that kind of thing. I think it's pretty cool, really. Yeah, I used to use it all the time, but then, you know, I was doing chats and stuff, and it'll overheat your phone if you're doing that in a chat. Hey, another thing, I take this ibuprofen with Tylenol in it, and I take this amoxicillin. I'm supposed to do it like twice a day. You know, it doesn't really do much for me. I don't really find it helping me at all. Maybe a little. Does anybody like not get good responses from Tylenol and ibuprofen? Does that happen to you too? I was hoping at least the amoxicillin would maybe like calm down that inflamed area. This would be my second day on it today about this time. Shit is still, when it flares up, man, it hurts. Hurts my eye. I'm I'm kind of glad I got that. I thought was getting brain cancer or something. I'm not shitting you, man. I did not feel that good. I just got done with this stomach stuff. And then, I think I got a pain in my head. I'd never had a headache until about, 3 weeks ago. My whole life. My eyes hurt. It's like, shit. Do I have brain cancer? Yeah, it hurts. Sure does. Hurts like hell. I was up in Alaska one time, and I was out dropped off in the middle of nowhere for about almost 3 months. Didn't see anybody the whole time. And I didn't even consider stuff like this when I was up there. Like having this happen. Now you get older and you start experiencing some of these things. It's like, I don't know what I'd have done if I'd have had this happen up there. I mean, it just gets to the point where you get like this abscess and you don't have, you got one bottle of something that doesn't do shit, no prescription. I mean, you're screwed. Then I start thinking about, people, they must just pull their own tooth or something. God, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? I'm heading back home. I was in Augusta today. That big storm they had back in the fall really messed that place up. Took out a lot of their trees. That town revolves around that Masters tournament. It's like huge. No, that's kind of weird. I don't think she remembered telling me, but my dentist, if you read about, I read about a lot of stuff, right? And I know a lot of dentists don't want to fool with pulling a molar, and I know why. Because there's no money in it. It's, you got to be in there cranking around sometimes at an odd angle. They don't exactly come out easy. And secondly, they're worried about an emergency, bleeding. And they're really not equipped to handle that. So, I mean, dentists, when you can make 4 times as much putting a crown in, why would you fool around with taking out molars? But the reason she doesn't is because she not a rotator cuff. She has some kind of weird shoulder injury from something. And I know that's why she wasn't doing it. She said the other day that for personal health reasons she doesn't do them anymore. I wasn't going to bring it up, So they refer you out to an oral surgeon, which, it costs more. But, I'm a big total pussy when it comes to pain. I'm not kidding you. And there's a genetic connection to that. I don't know if you know that or not, with fears. So I had two pulled out before when I was younger without that, but I'm going to get the damn nitrous oxide. Fuck it. I don't care how much it costs. Only problem is, like, Marty's going to have to take me up there. He quizzed me on it, or I was just going to get it pulled. Because you got to take somebody with you if you get nitrous. And they're supposed to call me Monday, and then they tell me to come up there. But I don't want to be like taking forever. So, and she said, if you don't, once we give this referral to them, we call them. They're not open on whatever day I was there, Friday. If they don't call you, you call them, because once we make the referral, it's kind of on them to call you. We've never had that problem. So if they call me Monday, I'm going to say, hey, when can I come up there? I need to get this out. Take this out. Just pull that baby out. I mean, it hurts, man. I just get over this medication worked too on this stomach problem. First one that worked. All that bullshit I tried for a whole year. Antiprazole, omeprazole. This is some lamanosol. It's the strongest PPI you can take before you go to something else. And it worked. Big old damn horse pill. Shit, I'd eat those things like M&Ms, man, make this stomach. But I haven't had a problem. And I've been drinking coffee a day. Which they didn't say not to, but I bet you they don't want you to. You know, if you have stomach problems too, you're better off drinking dark roast for a whole bunch of reasons. Namely, the chemical that's created as it's brewed has nothing to do with caffeine. And I noticed a difference. And to be honest with you, I might have been able to get away with one of the other PPIs, but I hadn't figured this out by that at the time. And what I do is I get like a caramel latte, skim milk, and they use espresso, which is a dark roast. And then Starbucks has got this thing where you can get a free refill, but they don't have dark roast there. So I'd get a free refill on a non-dark roast, and sure as shit, it bothered my stomach. Now, the last few days, I've just bit the bullet and bought 2 caramel lattes throughout the day, and I haven't had a problem, so I kind of screwed myself there. Did I didn't because they're not the people that can answer that. I'm not getting it done at the dentist. I haven't communicated. I didn't know this till Friday. I haven't communicated with the place that's going to take it out. I can take it. I mean, I'd rather not. My sleep's been shitty. I mean, the whole starting last Tuesday, I don't use my water pick. Seems like no matter what temperature I used, it hurt like hell. And as I said, I thought it was that little chip I had. It's not. So I just quit using it. I'm not kidding you, man. You just want to like jump when you squirt a water pick back there anywhere near it. Hey, how you doing? So anyway, yeah, I told you, Cal, I got some books for you. I'm collecting books for you on pain. Anyway, long story short, remember that lady I told you, I don't know if you ever talked to her, that was having a similar problem like you were with pain? She went and got, not an epidural, but she did get injections. They're directly tied to the sympathetic nervous system. That lady I told you with chronic pain. 10 minutes after the injections, felt like $1 million. 3 days after, felt like $1 million. She can get as many as she wants. And they didn't explain this to them, but I'm sure it's linked to the gate control theory of pain that I mentioned before. Referred pain, peripheral nerve pain. And before they were hanging their hat on scar tissue. But she cried all the way home, her husband told me, because this is the first time she's been pain-free in 3 years. And if you want, I can get the details on exactly what was done. Hey, Frisky. What are you going to do, right? Just mope around like a little bitch. Yeah, like the sympathetic nervous system. Flat stitch hair that worked. Like I'm taking this, antidepressants are given for a lot of reasons. I do think I have like a quirky anomaly with like certain shit, pain, fucking crazy. And you take this 10 milligram thing, this antidepressant, and I'll bet you money that's really helped. Which is why Yeah, I was so happy for his wife. But I know other people that have suffered chronic pain. I'll tell you who's suffering from some pain now is my ex-wife. She better start be looking for a new condo. No pain, no gain. All she would have had to do is come to her senses and be reasonable. So her and her drunken boyfriend now can go fuck in a mobile home. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Drifter. Yeah, I'll get the details on these injections. No pain, no gain. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. What a stupid old slogan. No pain, no gain. What the fuck? You know, they're starting to treat sprained ankles entirely different now too. Icing, rice, you know, rest your, elevate it, ice it, all that bullshit. No, fucking nothing. As it turns out, this is how it works. You know, I got some real big dick to sling over this. I'm not done yet. I'm already doing some research on suing my fucking lawyer for malpractice. I think I got him by the nuts. He did not hire an expert for a rebuttal on her forensic accountant. And now normally you say, well, you can't prove that didn't affect. Yeah, I still got fucked out of 12% because of that. And you know how I know? Because the appellate judges referenced it in their ruling. I couldn't have a better comment they made there. They basically, there was no rebuttal to this fucking crazy ass, stupid, slanted, biased thing. And you can't say that I didn't want it because I paid for a real estate expert. I gave this fucking lawyer that got the case reversed a $10,000 bonus. You can't say that I'm cheap or I was financially strapped. But I'm lining up my ducks for that right now. I got a dick with their name on it. Oh, good for you, Ganji. Good for you. Drank a beer? Good for you. Shit, yeah. That's quite a study you did. You know, I'd feel more comfortable about it, though, if you'd sprain the other one and do it and try a different beer. This is pure science. And then the judge, I'm going to take care of her, too. I'm already lining this stuff, too. I'm researching every single fucking case that she's been overturned on. And I'm comparing it to other people in that division over the same time period. And I'm going to make some YouTube videos. Yeah! And when she comes up for re-election, if you don't like it, you can come sue me up here in Georgia, which is almost impossible. And I'm quick clay demon all my shit to Marty. I won't even fucking show up to court if you sue me. Because I got some major cock. Oh yes, I definitely am a Trump man, absolutely. Now look, but that's with an asterisk. Now I think Trump's a jerk in a lot of ways. I don't like everything he does. But for the sake of the economy, I voted for him. Yep, I did. But there's a lot of things that, like, you know, liberals identify with, and I'm fine with. The trans shit, I don't have a problem. Equal rights, diversity, I'm cool with all that shit. I just don't want to have to pay what I consider an elective surgery. Heading home. I mean, if you want to get your cock lopped off and drill a hole, have at it. Best of luck to you. I had a neighbor that did it in Chicago. Best of luck. I wish you all the luck in the world. I'll even go get you food and deliver it to you. I just don't want to pay for it. And I don't like the idea of murdering, raping criminals that shouldn't be here, killing people like they did up the street in Athens, Georgia. heading back home. So, nobody's bitching about the illegals over here working, not causing problems. Now, I do have a problem with them getting free rent and every other damn thing, free medical, and people like Stephanie that work for inches. I'm all for this world nowadays and stick flowers in gun barrels and hope for the best. So there's a lot of things that I'm all for. Now, it's true, there are some things with and this over-regulation, I'm just sick of it. That, and I'm a little disappointed in what's going to happen to some wildlife. Like, look, you're never going to find a bigger animal lover than me. But, there's limits to that. I'm on the top of the food chain. And when it comes to me and the last three-headed parrot on the world, hey, you know what? It's going to be me. I'm not running my life around things lower on the food chain. I'm not going to live in a tent so the world's last groundhog can live. Just not doing it. I try, I don't think you should be like, I'm all for that. I don't like hunting. I wouldn't enjoy hunting. All the gays, trans, hey, have at it. Good for you. Have as many parades as you want. I'll donate some fucking money for some bumper stickers. Rainbow, go ahead. I wish them all a big dick. I really do. I don't have any problem with that. And, the 3-bathroom shit, fuck that too. You're either going to go to the boys or the girls, shut the door and shut the hell up. That's what I say. No, I don't want the water to get polluted either. Look, that's a myth, man. Everybody talks like, because you voted for Trump, you want to go dump quarts of oil in the river. That's nonsense, man. It's absolute bullshit. These crazy liberals have made you think that because you like Trump that you hate the environment and you just want to saw off the muffler on your car and just drive around and pipe all the gases into everywhere you drive. It's absolute nonsense. There's lots of people, And if you look statistically at the amount of crime that's committed compared to liberals and conservatives, the liberals are so far advanced in committing crimes, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a big time difference. A huge, disproportionate difference. I think you should have to work. I think legislative efforts for livable wages is nonsense. Go get trained, go to college, get a skill. You know what legislative wages mean, don't you? That means paying some idiot more than they're worth. The system worked fine until these last crazy liberal administrations. This stimulus money, just sit around, buy $1 billion worth of rubbers for Gaza Strip. What the fuck? Look, capitalism got us here. It's not perfect, but, I'm not running around eating pine cones, trying to bring back the Wright brothers airplanes. And all these liberals, they take benefit of it as well. Google guys, Wahlberg, all these guys, private jets, so knock it off. Matt Damon's going to live in his $13 million house and drive his $1 million Bentley, and he's going to tell you need to ride a sun-powered bicycle because you're using too much oil. Yeah. And, I love the idea of, making headway towards, something sustainable, but it's just not happening. Something's got to give. If you're going to, have airplanes and a military and computers and use the internet, you're not getting this out of fucking wheatgrass. You guys benefit from everything in the world, and then you try and vote for candidates that want to take it all away. You're so full of shit, it's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, you're never going to be satisfied with anybody completely. I thought Jimmy Carter was a great human being, just a terrible president. Bill Clinton looked like a superstar compared to this idiot we got stuck with last time, and the one that was trying to take his place. I mean, it's gotten so insane. Well, yeah, they do get better. It's not perfect, man, but overall, you look at what lithium's done good. How about that? What's the fires? Like 1,000 of 1% out of all lithium batteries? If you applied the same statistics to airplane crashes or natural gas stoves blowing up or go to a damn bathroom. Big deal out of this, whether there's an issue or not. They can't just go in there and shut their ass up. Who's going to say anything? You get like a girl go in there, kind of looks like a guy, or vice versa. It's like you think it's like different. They don't cause any problem. They go in, they leave. Big deal. Now they want to like have a big, huge parade, a protest. They want you to pay for it. 3 bathrooms. Just gets insane, man. It's just nuts. I mean, are there parades for straight people? Hey, you know what? I'm a guy. I like a girl. Can we have a parade? Can we block the whole fucking town off for 12 hours because I like girls? It's just stupid. People's sex life is their own business. Straight, gay, bi, whatever. Give a shit. I could care less about that. And I totally disagree with the religious aspect of it. I think that's pure bullshit. There's just as many people gay now as there were when man first walked this earth. And there's just as many of them thinking about switching sexes. It's just the way it is. There's a biological basis for these sexual diversions. And I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with it. I don't want to do it, but do I think I'm a better guy because I don't want to be that way? I don't. I just happen to like girls. I think they should have the same things as I do. It's just don't try to get me to pay for it. We're not making a 3rd bathroom. We're not doing it. And if you want to make a bathroom, well, go get a GoFundMe and then build one everywhere and pay for it yourselves. I don't have a problem with that either. If you want to put a 3rd bathroom and pay all the small businesses for what it costs and the municipalities, I'm fine with that too. Go ahead, build your own bathroom. Like they do with Tesla charging stations. Just do GoFundMes and, just build 3rd bathrooms. Just put a big T on the front. Or a question mark, whatever the hell they do. Just kick it. Tell you one thing I do like about Georgia, and that is how you can just keep on going after you get off an expressway on a right turn yield. Yeah, let's just kick it. Well, you see, you're lucky you're not working. That's why. If I had a job or I was running for office, or I was, part of some Christian neighborhood, I'd have to shut the fuck up. You just can't do this shit. You would be so ostracized. So I'm lucky to have the liberty to, speak like I would be with a buddy of mine drunk at a bar. It's how I really feel. There's never any surprises. If I was a politician, there'd never be any scandals because you already know everything about me. They'd have a big thing in the paper. Senator Tom Reed gets caught screwing a secretary on his desk. Yeah. Where's the scandal? I forgot to lock the door. Get caught? What do you mean get caught? Yeah, I got careless. It's different. Shit, no, man. I don't care. If I had a kid, and I'm old-fashioned too, said, well, this is the way I explain it. If you and I were both going to have a baby, our respective spouses, and there's going to be a gay baby born, I want you to have the gay baby. I'm sorry, but I want to have my son throwing the last second touchdown in a football game, and and not having a big pair of balls stretched across his forehead on his honeymoon. You know, you can call me whatever you want. It's my choice. It's like, hey, Dad, you know, I know you like boxing and kickboxing and weightlifting, and I'd like to meet you to my. It's like a little worried about this. Like I think, yeah, well, by then you already know what's up. You're just about ready to get the exclamation point on it. It's like, oh, yeah, David. Who's your fiance? It's like, well, it's John. I'd like, you know, be limp-dicked about it. You know, I wouldn't like, you know, disown him or anything. But I'd be disappointed because I wanted a damn son that liked girls. Doesn't mean I'm gonna like ostracize the one that didn't, but I would be a little disappointed. Now, if you were like getting appointed in office or something, you would get your ass grilled so bad. It's like, disappointed in what? They love each other. You know, that's like the cute all-American high school white cheerleader that falls in love with some mamba and on a Jamaican vacation. You know, he's 7 feet fucking 6, and he falls in love with your 90-pound beautiful daughter. And she says, well, I got something to tell you. You know, Tyrone and I are getting engaged. Like, oh, fuck. So the only thing left that you can say, there's only one thing left to say. You got to just grit your teeth and say, well, as long as you love each other. I mean, what the fuck else are you going to say? You know what I mean? What else are you going to say? Yeah, and it's like, well, you're a racist. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not racist. That's not being a racist. I mean, I know parents that have been. I got a buddy of mine, his son, gay thing. I got another friend of mine, his daughter dates some black guy. You just can't even fucking hardly talk about it nowadays. These goddamn guys about ready to commit suicide or something. Not having it. Yeah, gender party. I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest with you, gender reveal party. What do you do on that? Do you just, you know, what do they do? Just identify as something and then you like announce it? I'm not really sure what that is. Gender reveal party.